Before we begin this video, please subscribe right now and click the notification bell to get news on Asante Kotoko.
Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Daily Porcupine, the ultimate Kotoko fan channel. If you're new here, you know what to do, subscribe and hit the notification bell. Today we'll be talking about Asante Kotoko. We'll talk about why they aren't scoring a lot of goals, why we aren't scoring more than 1 goal or 2 goals in a particular game, because it's become troubling. We've scored 12 goals so far this season. We've conceded 7, which is actually a very good record. Our defense is strong, our defensive record is strong, so we have to applaud the boys for that. But our goal scoring record, it is not good enough. So today we'll be talking about why this thing has been troubling us and has been affecting the entire team. So far we've scored 12 goals in the Ghana Premier League. 7 of that goals have been scored by one player, Kwame Opoku. 7 of the 12 goals we've scored in the Ghana Premier League has been scored by one player, Kwame Opoku. The other 5's been shared with 2 defenders and our other 2 strikers. Osman Ibrahim, Naby Keita, and Mo Ibrahim scored 2 goals, and Christopher Nete against Ibuswadwas 5 goals compared to Kwame Opoku's 7, which means that Kwame Opoku have scored more than 50% of our goals this season. Now, if Kwame Opoku gets injured, does it mean that Kotoko can't score goals? If Kwame Opoku gets injured, does it mean that Kotoko can't score goals? Because it looks as if we are relying on Kwame Opoku. If he doesn't score goals, we will struggle to win the game. Our midfielders, our other attackers are not helping at all. None of our midfielders have scored a goal this season. They keep trying long-range shots, which isn't working. When we attack teams, our midfielders don't move into promising positions to score goals. They are all waiting for the strikers and the other attackers to go and score the goals. They don't move into promising positions, which is very worrying, because if this continues, there is no way Kotoko will win the league with that mentality that is only the attackers that will score goal. Now, Johnson Smith stated that they have started working on the midfielders for them to learn how to score goals and help the team. That's a very good idea, because they should start scoring goals and help the team. Not only them, the centre backs too. I don't think the only goal we've scored from a set piece is the Christopher Nete goal against Ibuswadwas. That is the only goal we've scored from a set piece this season. That's if I'm not correct. I think that is the only goal we've scored from a set piece this season. The free kick that was crossed by Asma and Christopher Nete hit the ball inside the net. Now, we've had several countless free kicks and they've been all wasted by Amoro Ibrahim. Now, don't get me wrong, Amoro Ibrahim is a very talented left back. He's one of the best, I think he's the best left back in the country that's in the Ghana Premier League. But there are some positions where you say, oh, this will be too much to try. We shouldn't think about going for goal from this position, because I think we have a better chance of scoring from a set piece, that's from a free kick, if we cross it to the box for them to have the ball in. Trying long-range free kicks straight at goal won't help, because we have tried several this season. I don't think we've scored any so far, so why continue? If this thing hasn't worked, try something else. Cross the ball into the box for them to hit. Now, if you say, okay, let's try the free kick, Kotoko should be winning like 2-3 goals. That is when you try free kick straight at goal. But if we are not winning, we are struggling to get goals, why not cross the ball into the box and let the attackers and our center backs try to score with their heads, with the area duels and all that? That is more reasonable than firing the ball to the sky or to thin air or wherever. Because the way things are going, we are going to need every opportunity we have. We should manage it very well to help the team score goals. Amoro Ibrahim, Christopher Nete, Naby Keita and Osman Ibrahim are the only other players. These 4 players are the only other players that have scored a goal apart from Kwame Opoku in the Ghana Premier League this season. It's very bad. Very bad. If our midfielders can't help our attackers to score goals, that means if Kwame Opoku gets injured, we are finished. We're talking about selling Kwame Opoku this season, right? Like a few days ago, I was talking about selling Kotoko, selling Kwame Opoku. Do you know how Kotoko will cope or play without Kwame Opoku? Without Kwame Opoku, I don't think Kotoko would have scored up to 10 goals this season. I'm very sure Kotoko wouldn't have scored up to 10 goals this season without Kwame Opoku, because it doesn't seem as if anyone is stepping up to score goals. They are always waiting for Kwame Opoku to score goals. That is why when they get the ball, they want to move the ball and pass it to him. No other person wants to move into goal goal scoring position. In case he misses, I should be there to score. No one has that mentality at Kotoko. They all see our midfielders when we get attacked, they all stay at the edge of the box. No one enters the box unless it's a set piece or a corner kick. If we can make the midfielder start moving into goal scoring positions, that is when we start scoring goals. See other teams, Ashanti Gold, Hearts of Oak, Dreams FC, Kerala United. I know Kerala United are also dependent on Dwight Taylor, but they have other players who have scored so far this season. I think they have scored 20 something goals. Dwight Taylor have scored 12. The other players have contributed to the 9 or 8 so far. So I think we have to contribute, our midfielders have to contribute and help the team score goals. Kwame Bubu can't do all. He can't do everything himself. I think that is the thing about Kotoko. When a coach comes to Kotoko, he wants 3 points as the main priority. Even if we win 1-0, as the main 3 points is the main priority. What if there's a day we can't score that 1-0? Teach your players to score goals. Score plenty goals. That is how you win the league. Not when you score one, they equalize, they know that it's finished. Or when a team decides that today we are going to mark or tackle or we are going to close down Kwame Buku. If they do that, Kotoko is finished. That is what every team does now. We are going to play Kotoko. Rule number 1: hold Kwame Buku. Is finished. Rule number 2: play your game and you will win. Against Omina Sharks, we had chances to score goals. We had chances to take the lead. We had chances for our midfielders to move into promising position. But when we're on the attack, our midfielders are nowhere to be found. Move players in the box. Move players in the box. It also falls down to the coaching, not only the players. It also falls down to the coaching style. You can't say we should try pass the ball to Kwame Buku. Sometimes motivate other players to go into goal scoring positions and score goals. That is how you help the team, because statistically we are not good enough when it comes to goal scoring. We can't depend on Kwame Buku. We can't depend solely on Kwame Buku. So if we don't change this mentality, if we don't start involving other players, our defenders, because we have had a lot of corners. I think the only corner we've scored so far this season, we haven't scored directly from a corner. I think we had a short corner that was passed to a player and crossed in the box by Asmal. This season it was scored by Osman Ibrahim against Legon City. Our centre backs are not scoring goals from area duels, the corner. That is where you start. Teach them to score with headers in a corner. Try to teach the centre backs to start scoring with the headers when we have corners. That is how you start to improve the team, and the players will know that, oh, without Kwame Buku, we can still win games. That is how you build a winning team. If you depend on a particular player in a team, it means that when that player doesn't perform, when that player is not in his best, you can't go anywhere. This is common knowledge, and this is what Kotoko should be doing. This is what Johnson Smith, Abdul Gazewa and the technical staff should be doing. They should be working on that. I know he said that they are working on that, but it didn't show against Omina Sharks that they are working so far, because it's actually embarrassing that we can't score goals if Kwame Buku is not involved in the build-up. If he doesn't assist or if he doesn't score in that game, we struggle to score goals. It doesn't make sense for a club like Kotoko. It doesn't make sense, because once they hold Kwame Buku, that's it. So to summarize everything, if Kotoko wants to start scoring a lot of goals, we should start working on the basics. Instead of shooting long-range free kicks, try crossing it into the box for defenders, midfielders to try the area duels to head the ball in or to make efforts from crossing the ball into the box. We have chances, we have more chances of scoring from crossing into the box than direct free kick. Yes, we do. Even the corners, teach the defenders how to head the ball, teach the midfielders how to head the ball. From corners, we can score goals. From set pieces, not every time long range shots. Not every time long range shots. Sometimes cross the ball. Be creative with your set pieces. We can help the team that way to score goals. So if Kotoko decide that we are going to work on this, we are going to work on our set pieces, our corner kicks, and limit our direct free kicks, that is how we are going to start a new style of play that will help other players contribute goals into the team. Kwame Buku can't be the only player that will score the goals this season. So if instead of passing all the balls to Kwame Buku, sometimes be there in case he misses, you can score. You see the goal the chance he got against Elmina Sharks that the defender kicked out. if another person was following him, there's a chance that he could have passed it for the player to tap in. That's a very good example. There's a chance that once he dribbled the goalkeeper, he could pass it for another player to tap in, but no one was there. Everyone left the ball for Kwame Poku. Go and score. If he doesn't score, we are finished. Kotoko will struggle to score goal if Kwame Poku doesn't score in the game. So that is all I have to say. Once our mentality is changed, once other players start contributing to attack and scoring goals too, that is when we are going to challenge very well for the Ghana Premier League title. So I would like to know your thoughts. Put that in the comment section and tell me what you think about this. I think that's all for today. Tell me what you think. I think if you haven't subscribed, do it right now and hit the notification bell. Till next time, guys. Goodbye.